Welcome back, everyone, to part 3 of our extended look at Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. This will be the final part of our extended look. In the previous episode, we did manage to finish our trip through the RPD and found a blue gem as well as a grenade launcher, and heard a distress call coming from someone who was in the city and trying to find some help or an evac. We went out into the downtown area and ran into at least one of those people who was making the distress call. Carlos, I think his name is Oliveira or Olivero. I'm not sure how the last name is pronounced. While we were exploring a restaurant, we were attacked by Nemesis twice. Once while we were escaping the RPD, and then again when we were inside the restaurant. After we incapacitated Nemesis in the restaurant, we tried to exit. He got back up and chased Jill, who ran into the safe room in the downtown area. And right now we are in that safe room, and unfortunately Nemesis is still waiting for us to come out. Fortunately, the game, I think, treats the safe rooms as actual safe rooms, and Nemesis can't break in to attack us. So we're fine as long as we stay in here, but we can't stay in here forever, so we are going to have to get out of the room. In between episodes, I did look up what exactly you get by fighting Nemesis every time you have the choice to fight or escape him. The first 2 times you fight him, you get the eagle parts, A and B. You can combine them into the weapon we have in our inventory here, which is the Eagle 6.0. If you fight him a 3rd time and defeat him, you get a first aid kit, which has 3 of the first aid sprays in it. If you fight him 4 and 5 times and defeat him, you get parts for an enhanced version of the shotgun called the Western something like that. And if you manage to beat him all 7 of the optional times that you can fight him, you are given unlimited ammo for the weapon of your choosing. Apparently it works for everything that you find in the game, but you can only use it on one weapon. So, if we had fought and defeated Nemesis in that first encounter outside of the RPD, and managed to fight and defeat him 6 more times in optional battles, we could have given the unlimited ammo to the Desert 6.0, we could have given it to the handgun, we could have given it to the shotgun. If you don't do all 7, you do not get the unlimited ammo. You get anything and everything up to that, but you can't get it unless you do all the fights. So, if we had managed to get all the way through all of those fights before the end of this video, we would get the upgraded gun, and we would get first aid kits for the 3rd and 6th encounters with Nemesis, but we would not get the unlimited ammo. Which sucks. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where they kind of expect you during the intro segment of the game to do as much enemy evasion as possible without using your weapon. If you play the game on easy mode, you don't get any reward for fighting Nemesis. So there's really no point in doing it in easy mode. In hard mode, you really want to if you want to get those better weapons. Now that said, there is a chance before the end of this 3rd part that we will see one of the cooler mechanics of the game involving the reloading tool and the powders that you get. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if we've seen enough of them. If you manage to successfully mix 8 of the powder A's and 8 of the gunpowder B's just on their own, you will gain the ability to produce enhanced ammunition for the handgun and the shotgun. Enhanced ammunition for the handgun increases the chance of a critical hit on zombies. So, in other words, without aiming at the head, you have a chance of encapping the zombie or decapping the zombie and taking their head off. With the shotgun, I think it improves the penetration, so you can hit multiple zombies with every shot of the shotgun, guaranteed. And also, I imagine it has a better chance of blowing their head off if you aim high, but I think that was always the case if they're close enough. You don't get enhanced ammo for the magnum or the grenade launcher. Those have their own special benefits. In the case of the magnum, it penetrates and also does headshots with zombies. And in the grenade launcher case, you can make special rounds, depending on the mix of gunpowders that you use, so those don't get that benefit. But we do tend to use the shotgun and the handgun a lot, at least in the early part of the game. So if we get enough of that powder, at the very least, I expect that we'll see the enhanced ammo for the handgun. Maybe not the shotgun. Anyway, I'm wasting enough time talking about this. Let's go ahead and equip the magnum, because we are about to use it. And hopefully, we won't get immediately dunked on by the Nemesis right outside. Here we go. It's gonna be bad. I know it. He's not here. Did we escape him? There's no way. All right, turn around. The music says he's still here. He knows where I went. Let's go back here. Maybe he's here. This is also a part where I think if he can, the Nemesis will break through the wall to jump you. What I would like to see is if I could get over to that, pull the plate, and then have him get shocked if he tries to jump me. But he's not here. There's no reason to go back in the restaurant. But hey, if we avoided having an encounter with him that we weren't going to be able to win, that's fine by me. I don't need to see him again. We're not trying to get every single drop. In fact, 2 avoidable fights is okay, because all we would have gotten for the 6th successful defeat would have been a first aid kit. Big whoop. You'll burn through all that health just trying to fight him. Well, we know he's here. I don't think we can get to the newspaper office this way. Or this way, rather. Maybe we could do it this way? We'll go back down that... Well, we can't. We can't do that. All right. Well, we have to go down this alley, I guess. There's no other way forward other than to go through this door. So... Now here's the tricky part. We have a bunch of really strong weapons, because I was expecting Nemesis, but I don't know if Nemesis is going to come out now. Should we just go dump them? Let's see what happens when we go through, or maybe he jumps us. I remember it happens. He'll just break through a wall in a random alleyway. There he is. Oh, crap. Help! Oh, come on, really? Uh oh. I'm dead. He killed me. Because I should have, damn it. I should have healed after that first hit because he put me in danger status as soon as he did that. So there was no way I was getting out of the poison, or the... What he's supposed to be doing there is he's supposed to be infecting you with the T-virus, but actually in the storyline, you get infected with it no matter what. There is no avoiding getting infected. The arcade shops? The multiple shops where you get arcade machines. See ya! Damn it. Oh, wait. Use this. Go. Stop! I couldn't get away. Nope. Uh-oh. I'm out of ammo. Alright, equip. Go. Oh! Oh. Too slow, too slow, too slow. Get up, get up, 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 up. Ah, shit. Damn, he rushed me. And they threw me in the corner. Of course he did. Damn it! Come on, man! This sucks! Am I an orange? No, not yet. Now I am. And now I can't get away. You suck, ass. I'm dead. Unbelievable. The game really does love to screw you over. And part of it is, and we're going to get into this in the final review, you can't dodge if you're in the middle of either a gunfire animation or raising or lowering your firearm. The game just won't let you do anything. I hate it. I hate it so much. Why did you put the gun away? Put that back on. All right, we gotta do it. There we go. Ah, you prick. Damn it, he did a slower swing. Nope, move! Ah, you dumbass! Nope, get... Son of a bitch! Oh, God, I hate the defensive maneuvers. They don't work. I'm starting over. This. It's just... Why did they think it was a good idea to make it so that you could only get up if you mashed on all the buttons? There's no finesse to that. It's just panic and press your buttons fast. This is not the panic action type game, okay? This isn't Dino Crisis. That's a terrible design. Just let me get up like normal. If you want to make it a little slower because I'm more wounded, fine. I shouldn't have to jam on the buttons to do anything. Uh-oh, I'm dead. It just killed me. Get some space. All right, there we go. Heal. Damn it, he keeps mixing in those, like, random slow swings. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that he can interrupt his own animations, but I can't do the same thing. They really did not make this a fair fight at all. They knew what they were doing when they screwed players over with these garbage tactics. You should not be able to dodge a goddamn thing, dude. You're too big. Better heal. I should have reloaded. And I know you're not dead, so equip this. I really wish she didn't just do ducking animations for any of her evasive maneuvers, because they don't work. That's what you should be doing every time, Jill. And I'm dead. Is he gonna throw me in the corner? I'm not gonna be able to get up in time. I'm not in yellow caution. Now I am. Oh, boy. All right, tell you what. We'll use this, because I need the health. We get our first aid kit from him. We get our first aid kit from him! Ah, you dick. He didn't leave one. This isn't an optional encounter. What a waste of time. So, should I just run to the newspaper office? Because now I'm out of ammo. Let me see if that is something you can avoid. I have a guide pulled up. See if they tell you what you can do there. No. I mean, you can try. Alright, well, whatever. Hopefully it gets up and pisses off so we don't lose any more progress here. Watch, goddamn zombie will get up and start attacking us here. Okay, so, first things first. Let's put the magnum away. We don't have any more ammo for it. No reason to carry it. Reloading tool can stay there. We're out of health. Yeah, items. That's not good. We have a handgun and 3 bullets. There better be ammo in the newspaper office. Also, I think I need... For the next area we're going to, I think we need the crank. I put somewhere... Right here. Might need the lockpick too, who knows. And if we see any more zombies, we're just going to have to dodge them. Until we get more ammo. And who knows when that'll be. Alright, so. Yeah, let's go to the newspaper office. I guess that my only options are that or go to the substation, which we can't do right now. Unless the wire I picked up is what we were supposed to use. I don't know if we can get to any of that stuff. Yeah, anyway. You're equipped. Yeah, we're fine. Moving. Maybe the first aid kit appears after we finished them off? Or not. Maybe this guy has some ammo? Ammo? Ammo me. How about you? You got any ammo? How about a kiss? Give us a kiss. It's down here. Maybe some ammo on the ground? Maybe a door back into the office that we can't get through because it's locked from this side, I bet. Yeah, of course. Oh, we're gonna have to climb and get something. First aid spray. Alright, well, we got some healing items back. Call out. Call out! Oh, I was kidding. There's ink ribbon there. We gotta get rid of some of this crap. Hopefully the Nemesis doesn't immediately respawn out here. At which point, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. The music suggests he's still here somewhere. I mean, obviously, the game is called Nemesis. You're gonna run into him a bunch. Because he is, get this, your nemesis in this game. So you're gonna keep seeing him over and over. Alright, let's get rid of the first aid spray and the ink ribbon, because what the hell do I need ink ribbon for right now? Not surprising that ink ribbon would be found inside of a newspaper office. First spray, done. I mean, if I only have 2 shots with it. Nope. I didn't want that. I wanted you to... Alright. Take this. Put it back here. Put that here. There we go. You dingus. If Nemesis shows up again, we're boned, because I don't have ammo to fight him. I mean, it might have been a mistake to fight him here. You can advance the story without fighting him in this area, since you get nothing for it. The problem you're going to run into is running away is usually not a solution, because he can outrun you. is longer strides. There's a picture up there. Photo B. A close-up shot of a zombie. Yep, that's what that is. It says, scoop! On the backside. Is that really a scoop? Pretty sure everyone knows about it now. I bet I gotta push the ladder back to that and then press the button on it to open the shutter. Seems like what you're supposed to do there. Nemesis breaks the shutter anyway. Well, this was a waste of time. Nothing there. Just making sure. You never know. Doesn't need those short steps. There's no power going to the switchboard. Will you turn on the power? Yeah, sure, whatever. Tough puzzle. Press a button. Press button to continue. Which one? All of them. Mash the keypad with your hand to order a dialing wand. It's a switch for the fireproof shutter. Will you turn it on? Yes. Nemesis is on the other side. They were right. It was fireproof. Look at that. So can I get through that, or... I bet I can get past it. Yeah, come on. Just don't touch it. Don't touch the fire. We're all right. Up. Don't touch that fire. The fire is shooting at us! Go, 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 go! That might be Nemesis behind me. It might not be. Is this a thing I can get into? No? Well, I'm an idiot. Let's try. Nope, I can't get in. Alright, watch. Nemesis will be on the top floor. He was just trying to catch today's hottest headline. Before it hit the stick. What the hell is that? Is that just a standard zombie? I hope. Bill? Is that you? Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. Okay, the fire is too intense for me to enter. Nope. See you. Oh god, there's two of them. Ammo? I need ammo. Ammo! Files on bizarre incidents are scattered around. No, oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Nope, get out of here. Ammo? That's a green gem. Oh god, we're in trouble. I only have enough bullets to take down like two of them at most, but there's some precious ammo. We're gonna have to scoop it and run. Get out. Get out. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Go, go, go. Oh, nope. Push! Get. Run. Whatever's in there, we'll have to worry about it later. Let's go make some ammo. Now, you have the ability in this game to combine... I might run into Nemesis here. You have the ability to combine ammo, or combine gunpowder, rather, to make larger piles of powder to combine. If what I said made any damn sense. I don't know if that affects the number of times you've converted powder into ammo. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to run back here and make two separate piles of powder into, you know, usable ammunition. And hopefully, I haven't been keeping count. That was enough to get the enhanced ammunition. If it was, we're going to mix up a batch right away and probably keep doing that from now on because it's really good against zombies and apparently it's also really useful against Nemesis because one shot from the gun does stagger him, which is something none of our bullets have done so far. Put the blue gem away because we don't know what the hell to do with it yet. Alright, combine with that, and combine with Not yet. But we did improve the number of bullets we can make again. Now, I have a guide here that tells me how it works. So we just did the 7th of our creations of ammo. One more time, we should be able to start making enhanced ammunition, according to my chart. Go put that away. I didn't take any chomps, so we're all right for now. I don't think we're done in that office. There was obviously some pictures and stuff strewn throughout that area, but we're supposed to... I know I'm cheating by looking ahead. We're supposed to have another encounter with Nemesis at the newspaper stand, and that is one of the ones that drops an item. So the first aid kit we didn't get before should happen here. Should have had to use the fire hose here. Which I've already forgotten where it was, so if we needed it, I'd be in trouble, because I don't know where to go to get it. So, here's a mind-blowing fact that I found out a while ago and didn't know was a thing. And it just doesn't, like, make sense when you hear it. It's like, there's no way this is true. Apparently, in as recent as Abraham Lincoln's time, back in the 1860s, doorknobs, as we know them today, did not exist. Doors were just opened with the handle, kind of like the door that we just went through. Get in. I don't see him. Can't see him. Down you go. Combo. I need to see him. I don't know where he is. Where are you, dude? There you are. He's dead. All right. So what else is in here? I see what looks like a... All right, memo. At last, I have found the evidence I need to prove that the cannibal disease is indeed happening in this city. One man actually ate people to death. He was like a savage animal tearing away at new flesh. It was completely disgusting. I have heard rumors that many people are also suffering from this disease now. However, the causes of the disease is not yet known. Is this another mystery for the present disease? Of the present disease? We'll have to check on it. They've placed Raccoon City under martial law because of the cannibal disease. I have lost contact with the media outside of the city, but I won't give up. As a journalist, I won't keep my eyes shut and walk away. I have a duty to the people in my profession. I don't think the disease has spread nationwide yet. I believe that this city holds the key to its creation and cure. In fact, I'm sure of it. The military has set up blockades around the city to keep people from escaping and spreading the disease. Most of the citizens have either died or have come in contact with the disease. I know that is the right decision to quarantine the city, but I can't help but pity myself. If I am infected or eaten, it doesn't matter. My fate is already sealed. All I have left is my journalism. I won't give up until I solve the mystery of this deadly disease. I've just discovered that the disease is not spread through the air, but by some other means. Probably bites. Just a thought. Crazy idea, right? He's not dead! You jerk. Or he's stuck there. I don't know. Give us a kiss. Jill's just so horny. I need it. I need the love. Photo C. Police have been destroyed. So why were you out there taking pictures of that? That's odd. Don't do that. Okay, nothing. Now, maybe that Nemesis only comes after you in here if you didn't go to the restaurant first. So we're not under any threat of being attacked here. Narrow path can be seen from the window. All right, well, maybe this wasn't worth it. All we got is books and information. Well, we got a blue gem, but I also got that the first run through there, so I don't know what else Nemesis could do on the way out. Also looks like we're not getting hurt by the fire, so. Jill's got fireproof skin. She'll be all right. Fireproof skin. Well, we saw the alley, but I didn't see a way to get through it. Unless you could jump out the window. Maybe that's something that only happens if you come here first in your encounter with Nemesis. Or maybe he chases us back in. Maybe it only happens if you let him chase you in. The hell's that? Oh, this is where the gems go! Lock that is not functioning. 2 gems are missing from the hour plate. Alright, let's go put them in. God, I really do want to find one more gunpowder. I want to see the enhanced ammo in action. We don't have the book to get the bronze clock face off yet, and we may need that in order to advance. Oh, didn't need the hand crank. Not sure what the hell I was supposed to do with that. Oh, I don't know. No, but stop that. Stop it. Going the wrong way. Key items are up here. There we go. And there we go. The power cable had to be to power that elevator that goes down to the subway station, wherever it was. At the very least, we can get rid of the gems, because we know they got to go in the clock face. The big problem with this part of the game is, what am I doing? Like, what the hell am I doing right now? I'm just running to random buildings and seeing if there's anything I can pick up. Like, this doesn't feel like an objective. What is my objective right now, outside of escape the city? Are they gonna... Well, let's check it first. An emerald shining green. Well, hell, girl, keep it and sell it. A sapphire shining in blue. I mean, seriously, these are semi-precious gemstones. They're worth a lot of money. You should be keeping them. It's not quite done. It seems this is not enough to make the device to work. Bad Ingarish. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Let me use. Jam it in the hole. Boom! It blows up in your face. That would be amazing. Aha! We gotcha! Nice try escaping. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff this way. I think we have to go that way, because we got to get to the trolley. I think that's where Carlos was going. So should we go back here and try to do this now? Tell you what, just to save myself some grief. If this isn't the path, or this is the path that we're supposed to follow, and not this substation, we could just reload and not lose a ton of progress. Scream! Grab power cables. Why can't I never remember where I put them? So those ID cards, I did look and see what exactly they're good for. All they're good for is activating the terminal inside RPD, so you'll never use them again. Why you didn't get to throw them out, I don't know. Maybe you got to flash your ID at Nemesis and it goes, oh God, my bad. I wasn't supposed to kill you. I'm so sorry, miss. He's like doffing a hat that he's not even wearing, stepping backwards. Like, oh, so sorry. All right, so the path, I just ran past it. Right here. Now, why the hell does Raccoon City just have these weirdly ornate, like, steel doors everywhere? Oh, God. They're back! Keep running! It is this way, right? No, it's not. No! Oh, God. I don't want to fight. Oh! Oh, crap. There's another one. This better have been worth the trouble. Get out of here. Get. Oh. All right, right there. Use. I don't know. I don't know what I was supposed to do with this. I just got poisoned. Poisoned? Yep. But this isn't what I was supposed to do. It was... I mean, if there... Well, God. Yeah, there was no reason to come here, so let's just not waste the time. Hey, you got any ammo? Ah! Oh! There was ammo! Oh, if I hadn't checked that, I would have missed it on 30 bullets. Oh, of all the goofy things that you just... Out of the blue. Hey, there's a body. Maybe I should check it for ammo. Bam, there's ammo. Now here comes Nemesis. I hope that's not the case. Because we're not going to beat him if he shows up here. Door is stuck from the other side and won't open. How the hell are you supposed to get to it? Alright, well, whatever. Gas station doesn't look reachable. But I could be wrong. We'll try. Here comes Nemesis. I'm gonna jinx myself saying that. Gonna burst through the wall like Kool-Aid Man. Okay, I guess you can reach the gas station. They made it look like you couldn't, but yeah, it's just kind of ramshackle. A lot of people want to gas badly. Look at all these accidents at the gas pumps. Just crashing into each other and the gas pumps themselves. They ram into it, jump out of the car. I gotta get some gas! And that has to be a DeLorean. Look at the design of that. Even got an American flag draped over it. They knew what they were doing. Gotta get back in time. Gotta get back in time. Glad I brought the crank. Squeak. Squeak. Oh, it broke. Uh-oh. So what was I supposed to do here? I gotta use a wrench. Damn it. Alright, you got me, game. You gave me a piece of garbage crank that won't work, so now I gotta go find a wrench and wrench it. Wrench free. Da-da-da-da-da. I guess we gotta go to the trolley. Game's kind of funneling me in that direction. They're dead. I mean, you know they're dead. Give me some ammo before you get up. No? What are you? Give me some ammo. No? Alright. Come on, you knew. Oh, god damn it. Get off my foot. Get me, son of a... Now I'm wounded. God damn it. I ate too many beans for lunch. Oh. Where are we? We didn't have a choice. We had to go this way. So, one-way path. Birds? It's in the open. It's, you know, lush with greenery. Birds? Dogs. Dogs are birds. We are all out of red herbs to combine these with, so we can certainly use to get out of caution. Anything else there? No? Well, we'll save it just in case we bump into a red herb somewhere. Now we run out of space, obviously I could just eat it. Come on. Bad dogs. Hey, you got any ammo? Oh, I was kidding! Yes! Oh, and a big pile of it, too. Precious ammo. Check your surroundings, kids. Cool. Alright. Anything else? I will say, this is one of those feelings that, man, never gets old with the Resident Evil games. You're always so low on ammunition. Every time you find more, it's just the most exciting thing in the world. Bad dog. 7 bullets to put a dog down. Insane. But this is where I needed to get in, and I was not in position to do it. Also, the door wasn't going to work, so if I tried, I was going to fail. It's locked from the other side. I think Nemesis is going to get us. I also think there's a barrel there. Was I supposed to push this? Let's leave it. Let's leave it. That may be one of those, you push it in Nemesis and then it hurts them type situations. By shooting it or exploding or whatever. Anyway. We're going to make this one a little bit long, just like the last 2 episodes. Probably because I want to get as close as I can to getting the enhanced ammo. I want that enhanced ammo. Damn it. Gotta have the wire here, don't I? Mechanics memo. I know you're intimidated by your new job, Kevin, so let me tell you how to make sure that you and your trains get along just fine. You see, these carriages were made in 1968 and imported from Europe. Sometimes they get rickety, but they still work because they are simple, stubborn, and strong, just like me. We can always depend on them. If they have a bad day and are malfunctioning, you'll need to take a good look at their circuits for any troubles. Once you discover what's wrong, you'll be able to fix it easily. I'm sure that... God, I didn't think this was going to take so long. I'm sure you'll be able to avoid those nasty little malfunctions if you check the parts every day. These old trains will surely have problems if you don't remember to check them out. Just remember that if you need to replace anything, you have to choose a suitable part. When I say suitable, I mean that even if you can't find another original part, you'd better find something that works good enough. Even with regard to oil, you must always prepare good quality oil for these trains. Never forget, Kevin, that a man may betray others, but a machine won't. Skynet has something to say about that. So we need to go find the damn wire. I gotta go back through that alleyway. And we also don't have fuse or mixed oil, so none of that stuff is ready. And
You're
here comes...
One of the survivors from the rescue team, right? I just ran into your teammate, Carlos.
How did a girl like you manage to survive?
Hey, I'm no ordinary civvy. I'm a member of STARS.
Oh, you're our enemy. Bang.
You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey, is someone wounded back there?
No, he just spilled a bunch of ketchup on his clothing. I was really hungry. Love hamburgers.
Oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get ready.
Do you have any cheese?
Fire. Fire. Stay together.
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
You're not safe. This is not a safe place. Nemesis can definitely get in. He is absolutely going to get in if we get attacked. There's absolutely no stopping him. Alright, anyway. Let's go talk to him in the back. Where he's going to say that guy's a dead goner, and he's going to go in there and shoot him. Hey, can you give me some ammo?
So, Jill,
hey!
decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together.
No, we can't trust her.
Why?
Can't trust you. You're wearing
Sergeant,
socks
we
on your
need her
sleeves.
help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And the
Mikhail.
is hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Hey, think about it. No!
Fine. Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clocktower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have
Fine,
is that
be
the
a
landing
bitch.
zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, you go find
put
all the
this on.
stuff. Did she just get? We just got 2 extra spaces! Yay! Thank you, Carlos. You're the best. And finally, she's dressing like she needs to dress to get things done. Instead of like she's going on a date later tonight. Well-maintained contro room. That's what it says, contro room. What the hell's a contro room? I'm no tram expert, but I don't think that's a word. Open the lock. Nemesis is right there. Ah! Please, let me get one more powder. I just want one more powder. I want powder. I want it so bad. Alright, so we gotta go back to the gas station to get whatever's in there. Then we gotta go get the wire from the save room. And we needed a fuse, which we don't know how to get to. So probably something's going to happen that opens a path. Whether it's back here, or it's in this area here where there was a door we couldn't open. Someone or something is going to attack us, and we're going to have to deal with it. You know, it's obviously going to be Nemesis, but... Also, we now have the ability to get the fire hose, because we have the wrench. Alright, so... we have to get through all those zombies. There were 4 of them. It's not the widest path in the world, so we're probably going to have to take a couple chomps, but I think it's worth it if we save on ammo right now that we don't have a ton of. Birds or hunter? Birds or hunter? What's happening here? Nothing. You gotta be kidding. How about if I read this sign? Is that a sign? Can't read it. Okay, here we go. Should have saved here. This is where I should have saved. Here it comes. Let me get through safely. Get through safely. Okay. Go. Ah, there's another one! Ah, get off! Get off! Get off! Son of a... Ah, he sat back down. Oh, I was just gonna take a nap. Oh. Yeah, I spent all day going, I'm worn out. Alright, so gas station to the left. To the left, to the left. Poor Beyonce. She just had so much trouble with love, which is why she's married to one of the richest men in the world. Not every day you stumble into a super rich man twice. You ever stumbled into a rich man once? I don't know. Problem about musicians writing about their love lives when their love lives aren't really that deep. Alright, let's use this. Frank. So why did it go back down when she broke the handle? Shouldn't her letting go of it with the wrench let the shutter go back down? I'm sorry. Me and my stupid logic. Sir, I'm just trying to get like 10 gallons of premium unleaded. Sir. Yes. Oh, there's so much of it too. We're just going to take all of it and run back. Go make that ammo right now. I don't even care what else is in there. We're going to get that ammo. Ooh, excuse me. Nemesis attacks. God damn it! you sneaking through that alleyway? All right. Ah! I know it. I know someone's going to get us. Get out of here. I don't want to fight you. Well, there's your path that wasn't open before. It's open now. That's where the fuse is, I bet. All right, so straight ahead and on the left. We're almost there. Sweet, sweet enhanced ammo. Here I come. Yummy, 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 yummy. I think right off the rip, we should be able to make it. Like, it tells you, hey, would you like to make enhanced ammo? I heard that. Someone's here. Someone scary, dangerous. Put this away. We're not going to use it right now. Need that. And that's it. Let's make our enhanced ammo. Will you create the enhanced ammo? Yes. Look at that. Mine? Yes. And... yes. Very, very good. Check it, just to see what it says. 9mm parabellum rounds added with powerful powder, created with the reloading tool. Used for either the M92F or the SIG Pro. So in other words, at one point in the very near future, we're probably not going to see it before the end here. You take over as Carlos for a brief period. This is my happy place. All right, so put the reloading tool away. Can't use it right now. We'll replace those because we would be better off carrying that. I'll tell you what, just to reorganize some things. Not getting rid of them necessarily. We're just moving some stuff around. There we go. Get the ammo atop. Handgun and ammo. Put the medical... Oh, put that back. There we go. And we'll take this. Did I need anything in there? Maybe the lockpick? I don't know. Going back to the gas station. Oh, and... Can I empty it? No, I can't. Well, we gotta use the regular ammo before we can use cool ammo. It's alright, we got a whole bunch of zombies we can shoot with it now, and we have almost 100 rounds, which is the most we've had with this gun since we started. Now, look at this! Bitch, I didn't want you to reload. I wasn't counting my bullets, so that's kind of on me. We're on caution. All right. Oh. The one zombie, he just saw what I had done to his buddies. He was like, bleh. That makes him sick to his stomach. Can't stand that kind of violence. I don't remember where the hose was. We'll just have to keep going until I figure it out. Or episode ends. We got 5 minutes. Let's just go to the gas station, finish up what we were doing there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Now we get to play with the fun ammo. Ready? Big bang. 2 shots, put him down. And they're all dead? 2 shots to put a zombie down with enhanced ammo. You gotta love it. See, herb. Precious herb. We're going to combine it into super herb because I need the space. And then we're not going to be going past this anyway. All right, combine with that. Oh, and we didn't do it. Combine. Super herb. You mean superb? No, I said super herb. Bronze statue of Raccoon City. Ah, there's the thing that we needed. So now we have the plate that we need. There's a switch. Will you push it? Yes, give me that plate. It's holding something in its hand. Yoink! The bronze book. Uh-oh. What did that do? Are we in trouble? Oh, you can put it back. Well, what did it disable by putting that there? This door? Can't get out of this door? Yeah, the bummer is we don't get to see what the super shotgun ammo does, but it's not a big deal. The important part is we get to see the enhanced handgun ammo, which is really cool. You can see how far away he is. Yeah, come here, idiot. I'm this way. I'm right here. Okay. Oh, now you dick. Sit down. Sit down. Seriously? Anyway. I incapped him. That should count as killing. If you leave the area. More zombies? No more zombies. Let me get to the restaurant, please. Da-na-na-na-na. He's hanging out at the restaurant. He was just trying to get some food, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do that. Water starts pouring. I have it. What the hell good is it for? Now I can take the other one back. Like, what did that accomplish for me? And I know the hose was back this way somewhere. I don't know where, though. Go to the gas station. We'll do whatever we were supposed to do there, which is almost certainly getting the mixed oil. And then we will probably call it an episode. Die! You gotta be kidding me, dog. Really wish we had gotten a chance to use the enhanced ammo on Nemesis, but I don't know. What are you doing? Don't do that. Put the plates away. They're of no use to me right now. A third health kit's probably no use to me now. These might be. Alright, oh, what are you doing? Stop it. Oh, there's a zoom out button? That's new. Again, what are the arcade shops? I didn't see a single arcade. Oh god, dogs! We're just running from the dogs. That's not running toward, that's running into them! I bet you used the clock face right there. Oh, no, that wouldn't make sense. There's already a clock on it. Those dogs were just chilling, waiting for me to run by a third or fourth time. Seriously? Stop moving. How many goddamn bullets? These are supposed to be the good ones! I'm getting annoyed now. Break through the glass of this vehicle here. Psh, psh. That's stone cold and business is about to pick up. All right, so we got our ammo. What else was in here? No soda. No magazines to read.
Jill!
Oh. Oh, crap.
Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
I know. I can hear them. What's going on?
As opposed to the regular state of restfulness. Oh, I had something to eat earlier. I'm fine.
Jill!
What's wrong?
Get away from the door.
They're coming. They must have sniffed us out. They know we're here.
It must have sniffed you out?
Hey, calm down.
Any objections to my playing hero this time?
Go for it.
What are you doing?
You're not of use to me.
Carlos!
I love you! Oh, it makes me hurt my tummy. It's a storage to maintain to the temperature level of the oil. You operate the electronic lock. Yeah, sure, whatever. B. C. D. Oh, you need to light A. Okay, so... Done. Easy. Now I gotta light D. Hmm. Hmm. Done. All right. Oh, I have to do D this time. Damn it. All right, so we'll do this. On. Wait. Was do it this way. There we go. Got it. But that's not mixed. I needed mixed oil, didn't I? Okay. Well, anything else in here? No. How about oh, hey, baby. Uh-oh. 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 Nemesis is in there. There are things I could do back there! Carlos.
Carlos! No!
I'm wounded, Jill. The only cure for my wound is going to the future! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. That hero stuff is harder than it looks.
Isn't that what you were paid to do? You dumbass? Alright, well, we'll both grab our tum-tums. Oh god, get out of there. It's gonna blow. Gonna blow! Nemesis. Okay. No, the DeLorean! Oh, and Carlos is dead. What an explosive conclusion to our journey. I'll let them finish talking and then we're done.
Ringing. We both should be deaf by now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scrounge up some equipment. There might not be any at our destination.
You think? All right, and on that note, we will leave our extended look at Resident Evil 3. We'll leave the fire burning in the background and all the explosions and stuff while I wrap things up here. All right, so it's still a very, very good game. If I had to compare it to the previous two, I think this is, fair to say, the worst of the three. That's not to say it's a very bad game. I think it's good. I think they made some choices that were not as great as they could have been, but we will go ahead and get into that into the review phase. I've already got my notes written up, and I don't think there was anything we saw in this episode that would necessarily change what I was going to say. We'll pause so we don't have to hear all the explosions while I'm trying to talk, but let's go ahead and do the review phase. We'll do a round of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is that, unlike the first two Resident Evil games, Jill's journey takes her on a much-needed path outside of a singular starting location. Resident Evil 1 found players stuck inside a bizarrely pristine mansion that was a front for Umbrella's underground lab, but you never actually left the grounds. Everything was either in, around, or under the mansion. You were there the whole time. Resident Evil 2 gives players a taste of freedom, moving just off-site to a sewer station and another underground Umbrella lab, but it also largely sticks to a singular environment, Raccoon Police Department. Jill spends Resident Evil 3 on the move, from her fiery barrel roll out of what I'm assuming was her apartment complex at the beginning, to the RPD for one last look around, to the streets of downtown Raccoon City. The game eschews a tight, key-dependent series of interconnected rooms for a more open, sprawling path. It's a breath of fresh air for a franchise that could have felt stuck in a rut if Jill spent all of her journey just trying to get out of her apartment building, for example. The Nemesis was overall a good addition for multiple reasons. First of all, unlike the slow, lumbering Mr. X character from Resident Evil 2, Nemesis is fast. Running away is rarely a safe option, as he can and will catch you. Second, his appearance occasionally presents the player with options for how to proceed. You almost always have the option to fight him, but sometimes you'll be presented with a second option, like ducking into a safe space like the RPD, or using the environment to trap or harm him. Third, fighting Nemesis is often rewarding, as he'll drop items upon being incapacitated, including parts that can be assembled into new and more powerful weapon variants, like the Desert 6.0 that we picked up in this episode. Or, it was last episode. This contrasts with Mr. X, as defeating him in Resident Evil 2 usually just resulted in an ammo dump for the player to compensate for the rounds spent taking Mr. X down. I had Nemesis in the good, but there were absolutely some parts of the boss that I did not like, and we will get into those in the bad. The quick turn and the target switching button were excellent additions to the game. Players are frequently in narrow alleyways where the ability to turn around in a split second and retreat to create safe space is a necessity. Similarly, the target switch button allows players to snap between multiple targets quickly when out in the open, as opposed to having to find a narrow alley to concentrate your fire. First two games were loaded with slow, lumbering zombies, but the zombies in this game respond to your presence and move much more quickly, so giving players new tools to manage their environment was absolutely the right choice. The game smartly gives players the option to choose what kind of ammo they want to carry by giving them powder that can be used to make handgun, shotgun, grenade, and even magnum ammunition, depending on the concentration of powder used. Second, a chef's kiss of a choice, making the same kind of ammo multiple times improves Jill's efficiency with the reloading tool, resulting in more ammo being produced, and, as we saw in this episode, if you do it enough times, Jill gains the ability to make enhanced ammo for the handgun and shotgun. The enhanced ammo is a game changer, as it does significantly more damage per shot and makes encounters with the Nemesis far more manageable as it staggers him. So those first few fights can be hell, but eventually you gain the kind of firepower to legitimately fight back. I complimented this in our review of Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 3 represents yet another leap forward in graphical presentation. The enemies are richly detailed, with zombies showing large variations in their body shape, gender, deformation from wounds, and torn clothing. This is a far cry from the burlap sack-wearing zombies in Spencer Mansion, and even the zombie cops that permeated the RPD. The environments continue to impress, with a believable lived-in feel to the clutter and arrangement of furniture and random junk inside interiors, and the expected chaos of crashed cars, hastily constructed barriers, and carelessly strewn detritus around the streets, like trash, luggage from escaping citizens, shattered glass, dead bodies even, stuff like that. Perhaps most impressive is the work done to eliminate square body parts and seams between the joints of human character models like Jill. The STARS members in Resident Evil 1 looked like polygonal lumps stuck together, while Resident Evil 2 made strides to blend the character models by hiding the joints with fabric textures. The character models in that game also tended to be very square in some spots, in particular the fingers or the hands. Jill's outfit in the game is not used to hide her limb joints, and you'll be hard-pressed to find any errant polygon or odd edge in her elbows or knees. They did a fantastic job with the character models. Music continues to be a great blend of synthesizer and piano melodies that fit the dark, dystopian mess that Raccoon City has become. The stereo mix for the sound effects is expertly applied to directionally place action occurring off-screen, like surviving humans firing their weapons at approaching zombies, which helps guide Jill without having to constantly check the map. Keep in mind, this was still a few years before a full 5.1 surround sound support became the norm for video games, so this kind of directional audio deserves kudos. As far as the bad, I'm kind of annoyed that the game only has 2 difficulty options to choose from. Easy mode, which plays like baby's first video game and gives you every gun and a ton of ammunition right off the rip, or hard mode, where the ammo is frighteningly sparse and Nemesis is insanely tough to defeat early on. Why isn't there a normal mode that fills the gaps between give the players everything and give the players nothing? Was the game rushed out the door before this kind of middle ground could have been established? Was this done to justify another director's cut version of the game? It's like someone saw how critics responded positively to the difficulty balance in Resident Evil 2 and said, just don't get it. Let's make things more frustrating. That's the wrong takeaway, my dude. You did not need to make the only choices way too easy or way too hard. I hate it. The dodge mechanic. I love the idea. Placing it on the R1, R2, and X buttons was absolutely the right call, because any other button would have drawn the player's focus away from shooting Nemesis. But I hate how you can't do a dodge if you're already locked into the aim animation. And I abhor the inability to dodge his attacks twice in a row. You can't do it if you haven't done another action first. So if you're just standing there and he swings his fist, you can dodge once. But if you don't at least shoot your gun or move, when you try it the second time, he will connect. And I get why they did it. They didn't want players to be able to just peck the Nemesis to death one bullet at a time while dodging with impunity. That's not my problem. You wanted a more menacing version of Mr. X, and you made Nemesis suitably fast and brutal. But I, as the player, should be rewarded for a properly timed dodge every single time, not half the time. I'll accept being cornered means that the dodge doesn't work because his punch is still going to connect with my body, and there's no iframes in this game. This isn't Dark Souls. But intentionally hampering the effectiveness of the dodge means more often than not that I just am not going to try it. I think they did a poor job with that. I really don't love how easily Nemesis can insta-kill you from half health. That shouldn't have been possible unless you're in the red danger level of health. This is made even worse by the fact that hits or throws that knock you off your feet require you to jam on all the buttons to stand up faster. The lower your health, the more it takes to get back up. And of course, if you haven't stood up by the time he reaches you, Nemesis can grab you and do another attack. The Nemesis was a fun idea, I just think there were some aspects of the actual fights that weren't fully fleshed out or were intentionally made unfun and unfair, which is a real bummer. I think he was a very cool idea. I just don't love how it was implemented. The environmental objects that you can ostensibly use to defeat enemies were a fun idea, but they were often positioned in a way that made them hard to properly use. In one instance, I didn't even notice there was an explosive barrel nearby because the chosen camera angle obscured it until it was too late to get the full benefit from shooting it. I'm sure if I had come from the other direction, I would have seen it with plenty of time to maximize its use. That's not what happened. Second, there was a hanging pile of wooden pallets that could and should have been used to crush one or more of the bug hunters that we saw, but because the pallet required 2 shots to knock down, and I'm not a trigger-happy idiot who sprays bullets recklessly whenever a monster is around, I didn't get to use it properly. 1 shot should have been enough. That was a wasted potential. I'm glad these types of opportunities were added, but make them more intuitive or obvious to use. The game lacks direction in the middle. After you were shunted into the RPDs so the developers could hit you in the feels, you head into the downtown area and just kind of wander. There's puzzles to solve, sure, but do any of them clearly lead to the critical path forward? This was probably an intentional choice to deviate from the formula of the first 2 games, but the simple solution would be to add either an objective marker on the map or a simple text message on your map describing your next objective. Their absence means a lot of time will be spent just running around downtown hoping to be pointed in the right direction. It got a little bit better towards the end because we knew we had to go fill up the trolley with all those key items. But yeah, between episodes 2 and 3, there was a lot of just, I guess I can go here, so we'll do it. But it didn't feel like it was advancing me at all. It was just, hey, this is open, go to it. As far as the ugly, I know it acts as a fun nod to the player's time spent in Resident Evil 2, but why did Jill need to go to the RPD at all? Her efforts netted her a grenade launcher, perhaps the only real justification for the trip, a random blue gem that she couldn't possibly have known would be important in the future, a lockpick, which is literally just a bobby pin that she could have found in a drugstore, and her ID card. This was not a worthwhile detour. The trip should have been about trying to call out for help from the STARS office, and she didn't even try to do that. I put this in the ugly because it was a cheap nostalgia pop that didn't break the plot at all, but it felt tacked on. This was not a necessary trip. I may have complained about this in my review of Resident Evil 2, but why are there blue herbs in this game at all? I'm sure if the bug-like hunter creature had been able to clip me, which he did in the end of this episode at least once, I would have been poisoned. But we only saw 2 of them until I went back to that room. And they placed a small plot of blue herbs right down the street from that encounter. This felt like a system that was carried over from previous games that no one gave real care to doing right, but they were unwilling to just dispense with the poison system at all. It's okay, devs. If you're not passionate about a system like the poison debuff, just get rid of it. Literally no players would have been upset by its absence. Having bugs bouncing around trying to maul you would have been scary enough. They didn't need to poison the player. Small gripe, but worthy of mentioning, after her entire experience with zombies, mutated plants and animals, and even the tyrant in Spencer Mansion, and knowing how the infected spread the virus, because she saw it firsthand, why on earth would Jill think the smartest choice of attire to travel through a zombie-infested Raccoon City was a miniskirt and a halter top? No body armor, no bite-proofing or covering of any kind whatsoever, just date night apparel, with as much bare skin as tastefully possible for 1999, I think is when this is supposed to happen. If this was a response to positive fan feedback for Ada and Resident Evil 2, they're not the same people. Ada uses her sex appeal to manipulate targets like Leon in Resident Evil 2. Having a bare shoulder or a body contouring evening gown is part of how she accomplishes her goals. Jill is Special Forces. She should have been raiding the equipment lockup in Raccoon City Police Department for any and all defensive gear she could cobble together for the pending outbreak. She knew it was coming. This was a weird misstep that doesn't affect the game outright. It just tonally made no sense. There is no way, with her expertise, that she thought it was okay to go out with that much exposed skin. Really dumb. And finally, while I appreciate that the game gives you gunpowder to mix and convert into ammo as you please, there is a significant downside to it. If you aren't carrying the reloading tool on you at all times, the powder is useless when you first find it. Your inventory space is already limited. We did manage to get a pouch during this episode that added 2 extra spaces, but sacrificing a single space just to have the reloading tool ready at a moment's notice is a poor decision. Easiest fix to this is obvious. Jill should have had the reloading tool as a free-to-carry personal item, like the lockpick was in Resident Evil 1. And by the way, look what else isn't a personal use item. The lockpick. You have to carry it in your inventory. Having it as a personal item meant that you wouldn't be forced to devote inventory space for the tool. You aren't hoofing it back to a save room to make use of it if you don't have it on you. I mean, let's ask the obvious question. Why didn't the game have a personal item space? Is Jill no longer the master of unlocking? Why doesn't she just have the bobby pin tucked in her hair? This was weird. This was very strange. All right, let's go ahead and give the game a final score. We do our score in Randars, 1 to 10. At the end of the day, Resident Evil 3 is a further refinement of the nearly rock-solid formula already established by Resident Evil 1 and improved upon by Resident Evil 2. It brings back a familiar face to put a capper on the tragic end of Raccoon City, introduces a new menace in the Nemesis character to chase our heroine throughout her adventure, and makes a smart additions in the reloading tool and defensive maneuvers to address the now aging tank controls made famous by the franchise. All that said, the omission of a middle or normal difficulty feels like punishment for newcomers that don't want their hand held the entire game. The dodge mechanic should have worked no matter what Jill was doing with the weapon in her hands, as long as the player nailed the timing, and the middle of the game needed critical path guidance instead of Jill just wandering without any sense of urgency. I gave Resident Evil 2 a 9, and I think it is the best of the PlayStation trilogy. Resident Evil 3 has some fun ideas, but it's not quite as enjoyable an experience as 2. I'm giving Resident Evil 3 Nemesis an 8. 8 Randars. The lack of a second playthrough does not bother me. They actually mixed in multiple randomized places that Nemesis could jump you in the city. And you don't necessarily see the same ones on repeat playthroughs. So there's justification to replay the game even if you aren't seeing the city through another character's eyes. We didn't experience the Mercenaries mode, but it is a fun way to enhance a repeat play by giving players powerful new tools that have unlimited ammo. So if you just want to cheese the experience and you spend enough time and get really good at Mercenaries, you can get a Gatling gun or a rocket launcher and just destroy everything with very little effort. The game is still fun to play today, but I can see why Resident Evil 4 was such a breath of fresh air. After 3 games, or 4 if you count Code Veronica, of gameplay using the same stiff tank control scheme against hordes of relatively slow-moving zombies, it was time for a change in the franchise. The Nemesis was a taste of the kind of change Capcom wanted to move towards. He was smart, he attacked quickly and aggressively, and he was able at times to jump Jill out of nowhere to force a fight. The main problem was Jill's defensive options were not designed fairly to counter this more aggressive threat. You still find yourself trading hits with the boss like the previous 2 games and running away when possible, although Nemesis is a hell of a lot harder to run from. I enjoyed my time with the game, past and present, but I can see why people didn't hold this game in the same regard as Resident Evil 1, 2, and especially 4. In food terms, it was a good meal that was just a little bit undercooked. 8 Randars. I think it's a good game. People who have played any of the PlayStation games, but not all of them, would be missing out if they didn't play this one, but go into it understanding that whatever you thought was great about 1 or 2, they didn't do enough to change 3 to make it feel like a new or better version of what you'd already experienced in those games. It has some nice changes, but ultimately they're washed out by some iffy design for the Nemesis encounters. All right, that is going to do it for our 3-part extended look at Resident Evil 3. I still think it's a great game. I just don't think it was as excellent or all-timer of a gameplay as I would say Resident Evil 2 is the best of the trilogy. I know there's people who love Resident Evil 1 mainly because of the goofy tone, thanks to some very bad voice acting. I think they did a better job with the voice acting in the second game, although it did still show some hallmark issues with the voice acting in Capcom games, early Capcom voice acting, where they just didn't know how to get the right people to convey the tone they were going for. Because Shinji Mikami did not want the games to have a cheesy C-tier movie kind of acting. He wanted it to be taken seriously. It's just there was not a whole lot of communication going on between Capcom in Japan and the voice talent, or the director for the voice talent for the first game. Second one got a little bit better. It still had some weird quirks, especially because they used a lot of Canadian voice talent. This game finally got away from that, but yeah, it's definitely an improvement over those two in terms of voice acting. But yeah, if I had to say the order of the games in terms of quality and ranking them, it goes Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1, and then 3 is the third of the PlayStation trilogy. We will eventually look at Code Veronica. That's in the pipeline. I do have a copy of it for the PlayStation 2, I think. Not my favorite game. Actually, I've never finished it because, unfortunately, I was kind of a silly goose when I played that and was too wasteful with my ammunition. So I would get to the last major encounter with the big boss at the island. I can't remember what the hell the island was called. And I couldn't kill him because I didn't have enough ammo. So I never finished it. I don't think we're going to do a full playthrough. I don't know if I love the game enough, or my time with that game enough to want to see it all the way through to completion, but we'll probably do an extended look at the very least for it. All right, that's going to do it for this 3-part look at Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and we'll see you next time.